Hi everybody,
Hi,
I'm Tim,
I'm Harry.
and today we are tasting the Santa Monica. It is a delicious washed Colombian with a little bit of cinnamon added to the process from an importer, CoffeeNet, who have supplied a couple of really interesting coffees to us at the moment. We've got two special releases, one also cinnamon and one mandarin. This is a much quieter, gentler version of that cinnamon process, basically adding a little hint of cinnamon. And in fact, when we're roasting this, you can't smell any cinnamon. When you grind it, you feel like maybe you've picked up the wrong bag because you can't smell any cinnamon. Pour some water in it and you're like, oh, maybe there's some cinnamon in there. And you taste it and you're like, oh, yum.
There's the cinnamon.
Yeah, there's the cinnamon.
Mm.
So it's a little bit of an extended fermentation in the first step of processing of this one. So you get a little bit of lovely stone fruit character, a bit more of that rich body as well from the fermentation before washing, because it is a washed Colombian. Not sure if I mentioned that earlier. So nice and clean generally, nice sort of gentle acids. On our bag we've got white chocolate, baked peaches and cinnamon. Pretty self-explanatory there, but I think for me the mouthfeel is surprising me for a washed Colombian because it's got a lot more richness, and that'd be coming from a little bit of that the processing at the start there. What are you tasting, Harry?
Yeah, so that baked peaches thing is spot on, but I also get like just fresh nectarines. And like there's not the nuttiness I expect from Colombians. It's all just fun fruit and cinnamon. It's delicious.
Yeah, much fruitier than I was expecting as well. Really, really lovely. I love that it starts off stone fruit and then you kind of move into that chocolatey middle ground and then finishing nice and cinnamony. It feels more like a complete dessert rather than just some coffees tend to be focusing quite heavily on sort of one set of flavors, whereas this has a nice little transition. There's like a little story of what you're tasting. Yeah, very...
Yeah, dessert, yeah.
Yeah, breakfast dessert. It's great. It's from the Quindio region of Colombia, which I am also surprised by. We have a lot of coffees coming from the Huila region, but it's interesting seeing a lot of other varietals and regions coming into the more specialty market, and I think some of the infusion style coffees and extended fermentation coffees really helps that. So some regions or varieties that have been struggling to get some quality and recognition and price for their coffee, making some manageable adjustments on the farming and processing end of things and able to sell that for a much better price, and so the farmer is getting much better compensation. So instead of having to replant a lot of trees, which can be a long time consuming expensive process, they're adding in some extra labor onto their end, and and then it's a fantastic coffee. We are happy to pay the farmers what they deserve, and everyone's happy to pay what the bag is worth because it's delicious. Yeah, everyone wins. Talking about tasting notes for the Santa Monica, which is a delicious washed cinnamon, delicious washed Colombian coffee.